He wrote a bad joint. Oh, Darius.
I be practicing too, but I was doing too much. I think it's just the anxiety of the episode. Hey, gang.
We back, more clacks.
2 clacks to be exact.
Yeah, bro. Clack square, bro. We out here, bro.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I've been good, man. I've been good. Been living, man.
That's dope.
It's been a good week.
It really has, dog.
It's been good times, man.
About
How you
to
doing?
perks of having a tech job, man. I'm about to do this thing called demo ball.
Okay. Oh man, I've heard of it. I saw that like you driving and playing like lacrosse.
I think it's
shit.
like lacrosse and like bumper cars.
Yeah, that's hard.
And so I'm about to go skirt up on them, bro.
Tokyo drifting.
Hell yeah!
Bro.
So I was like, okay, let's do it.
That's hard.
But yeah, shit. I guess it's gonna be a short week because of that.
That's real. I went to fucking Axstone with my coworkers a while ago. That shit was hard,
shit.
bro. I feel like I was ready for.
Felt like you was in Game of Thrones.
I did. I felt like that was like a zombie apocalypse. I was like, ooh, like I'm about to like.
I'm like,
you know, I was like Walking Dead shit. I was like, that'd be my little thing. I'd go to Home Depot and get like 5 axes and some guns, you know.
the boy.
Yeah, bro. Catch them motherfuckers.
I've thrown a shuriken before.
Yeah, we threw shuriken too, bro. I was like, oh wait, I'm cold at this. Am I Naruto?
Okay, okay. Pull up, boy. Hit you with the
Like,
1-2, bro.
Is my family secretly from a ninja village in the Caribbean, bro? Is that what we on, bro? We some jungle ninjas, bro? Hey, that might be the anime spinoff right there, right?
Niggas pop out by you.
Right, swing away on a vine. Yeah, bro. Shit been lit. I was listening to Hendrix today.
Oh, man.
Like, you can't have a bad day when you listen to Hendrix.
Dude, Hendrix, I was in art class in like community college, like trying to finish up getting my degree. And I just literally listened to that album like all the way through, just like every day in art class, bro. I'd be with my little charcoals drawing bases and skulls and shit, bro. Bruh. Future and Hendrix, bro. Both of them was tough.
Yeah, bro. Dog, I feel like Hendrix is like when you put on the black Spider-Man suit. You just be like,
yeah.
I don't respect women. Like, yes, like money over everything. Bro. Like you just feel the power of that niggatry consume you.
You just get that like Ice Cube mug.
Your
grill just like materialize. I said, bitch.
I said, bitch. I'm serious, but that shit hard though. Future didn't get enough love for Hendrix, man.
Nah. I mean, but Future's always
he be doing weird shit sometimes.
Character.
But that nigga be on drugs. Like people on drugs.
He be on drugs.
Just a man.
And I think also with just like the amount of like music that Future has put out, like
extensive
he does
catalog.
he has his fair share of music that did get their acclaim. Like March Madness exists.
Yeah,
like,
but you know you gotta get the plaques and all that good shit. I'm sure Future got hella plaques. I mean, who the fuck are we kidding? But like, I would love. He got a Grammy, but I would love to see like a Future album nominated for a Grammy because he's so critical to the culture. I feel like he don't get that same like, kind of like people refuse to kind of give. And when I say people, I mean like established like mainstream like hip hop media kind of like refuse to give like hip hop. I mean, Future that kind of like. Relevance is like a cultural icon. They talk about hella niggas, but they don't talk about like Future being one of the
I feel like because those frames and narratives also like they try to like keep them around like rappers that have some type of like content or like so like drug rappers all kind of get like the short end of the stick on that one.
But especially Future be having content, man. Future be talking about some real shit though.
But like we talking about like the Grammys and stuff. We're not even talking about to like the fans,
I'm saying,
like,
bro. But I feel like
them boards and shit, bro. Like
man, I don't know.
I don't know who voting, bro.
I mean, like so the Grammys is like them boys and just a lot of politics.
That's what I figured. That's why I was like, they were gonna try to like present the right person.
Just a hypothetical, it'd be ill to see my nigga.
I feel that.
Get Grammy.
I feel
like
that's what BET fumbled the historical bag, bro.
Damn, bro. Yeah, if the BET Awards was like cracking, that would have been hard.
That's what BET fumbled like the bag, bro. I don't know what. I was too young to remember like the hierarchy of events. Where the BET got bought out first and became trash.
They had like
trash first and got bought out.
The president like retired or some crazy shit happened. It was like a white man replaced
Yeah, that's what I remember kind of like happening.
And then things just got kind of weird. Like, I think that happened to like a lot of
their
those.
movie choices got real.
Yeah, I mean, hey, but you can still count on Baby Boy.
Yeah.
You can always count on Baby Boy like at least twice a month, though. I don't think that'll ever. The day they stop playing Baby Boy on BET, we lost it as a culture, man. We gotta give it up. Like,
what y'all doing?
It's been how long, you say? Like, where are the original files? Well, air it now. I don't care. Fuck it. Like, we're losing them.
The motherfucking BET room just going crazy.
Right?
Like why can't we lost the license? What? Get the license back. What else are we gonna do?
Get the lawyers on the phone. like, why the fuck can't we air Baby Boy? I don't care what you gotta pay him.
The new president said, why would he ever want to watch a movie called Baby Boy?
I'm dead.
There's enough babies in the world.
Is that about one of those coons?
Oh my.
Those coon movies. Bro, Baby Boy was one of the best like nigga flicks though. I love a good nigga movie, bro.
Yeah, bro. Juice was on the mind.
Juice was a good one. Yo, Juice was terrifying, bro. I felt like I would just stop being friends with that.
Yeah.
Like every time, I guess that's my privilege because like I never been around niggas like that, and that's my choice. But like my whole time watching, I was like, hey man, I gotta just shake on this nigga, bro.
I feel like they play on like the whole thing happening in like a short period of time.
Yeah, it is hella quick. And that nigga was just pulling up on him too.
Yeah, he was.
Just open the door, he like, what's up? Like
that shit was hella terrifying.
It was hard though. And that's crazy. That's a crazy thing with like seeing Pac too. Remember that nigga was like a whole actor and shit, man.
Yeah. He was hella I saw a video on like Twitter or YouTube or some shit that he was just racing the screenwriter of Do the Right Thing? Mm-hmm. It was just a video of Tupac and them just foot racing.
Oh
just
shit!
Like niggas in the street.
Drag racing? Like, oh,
nah, just racing on foot.
Some nigga shit, man. Niggas be loving it.
But I feel like
that's hella fun though.
We don't see it. We're so used to seeing so much more like
hood images
people every day. But I feel like, you know, Tupac and Biggie and Jay-Z and all them niggas was just doing shit.
Hell
I feel like
I think my favorite like old school nigga moment is the Jay-Z interview with the two girls that just like eating pussy right next to him, bro. Yeah. That shit is like every time I see that shit, I'm like, I wonder if Beyonce just ever wake up in the morning and just show that to him, like first thing in the morning just to fuck up his day. Like that's some trolling shit I would do.
I think that's why she could stride around with confidence and say, "Fuck these niggas,"
bro. I swear, I feel like Beyonce probably do some trolly ass shit to Hov, bro. Like I feel like she just play big pimpin' to that nigga for fun, just to remind him, like, oh yeah, you thought you wasn't gonna. Love him, fuck him, tease him, because I don't fucking need you. Need this though, nigga. Like, I would do that type of shit to that nigga like once a week.
just to reiterate.
Just to keep the nigga humble, bro. It's whole.
Still like, love you, but you know.
I love you. But ain't on that big pimpin' shit no more. That's hella real though.
Friday too, bro. Friday was another fire nigga movie. Shout out to Ice Cube, man.
Yeah, because he just made that shit, bro. Rappers, bro.
That's what, it's so creative.
Role, bro.
You try to box him in, but
that nigga wrote
a whole
Friday,
movie,
bro.
man.
He just did that shit. Like, he was just like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do a movie. Like, niggas is dying over this fucking gang shit. Let me just get into some other money real quick. Like,
and just like a pretty like fun, like good story too.
Yeah, because I feel like the quality of nigga movies is declining these days. I feel like, but I feel like back in the day, like. Because Friday is just a nigga movie. Yeah. He just kind of did that shit.
Yeah.
But like it came out hella raw.
Yeah. They was it hit every stereotype you could think of.
Right on the head, bro.
Right on the head, but happened in such a like dramatic and hilarious way. They had Ice Cube and Chris Tucker next to each other. Great actors. Great comment, great kind of like imagery. It was just a good fucking movie.
Yeah, that shit's top notch.
Friday's one of my best stoner movies, honestly. Like, it's not even a stoner movie. What?
It is though. It is a stoner movie. It is a stoner movie.
Fuck that. It started off. That literally is all about them smoking
weed. It's a nigga
weed.
movie and a stoner movie. Yep. It's a twofer. But hey, hold on. That is the theme of this episode. We just want to talk about we talk about movies and just, you know, film and all that shit. Because, you know, we got a special guest today. You know, he dabbles in film. He just got a few movies and shit out. No fucking big deal. But like,
we teasing it out. Yeah, we'll see. Y'all see at the smoke break.
Yeah. So stay tuned. You know, subscribe to that Patreon if you need a little mental checkout. Want to switch tabs? Go ahead and click that Patreon button right down there.
Shout out to all our current patrons too,
Yeah,
man.
shout out the gang, bro. Y'all are A1.
A1. But anyways, our favorite stoner movie.
Yeah, mine is, I think I gotta go without a doubt to Half Baked, bro.
Yeah.
Half Baked is like, I could watch that movie anytime. That shit is like, I know Dave Chappelle hate that shit.
Yeah.
Like, he talks about how he hates that shit. He was like, bro, we just got high as fucking made a movie. But that's what makes it great, bro. Because that's like, it's like the perfect stoner movie. Like, you just watch that shit, you just like, oh, these high ass niggas, bro. What the fuck is these niggas doing, bro? Like, trying to sell, bro, that shit hilarious, bro.
The quality of stoner movies where you got to get a certain level of big to like enjoy them.
Hell yeah. I feel like Mac and Dev is like the perfect example. Like, I can't watch that movie sober. That shit is...
They play with like enough like low budget special effects.
Bro, my favorite scene from that whole movie is the tattoo scene, bro.
I just love the Mondo joints.
Yeah, bro. Like trumpet.
Mondo joints were hilarious.
Bro, this nigga got a lifetime's worth of tattoos in a night, bro. I got this sleeve done, and I was like, oh, wow, this is like an investment. Like,
nah, bro, but if you high enough, nah.
Man, I would hate getting a tattoo high, bro. I feel like I would think way too much about that shit.
I couldn't.
I would feel like every little jab, bro. Like, I'd be too zoned into shit when I'm high, bro. I wouldn't be able to space out.
Weed isn't the right drug to like excuse getting a tattoo.
It's great post-tattoo, though. That's all I want to do. The tattoo hit me in the middle of like a weed fast. So like, it sucked coming home every day and being like, man, the one thing that would just ease this pain is out of reach. I was doing dumb shit like getting Wendy's and shit instead because I was just like, man, like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I got to
Good thing all 20 of these nuggets just $4.
Good thing that got that 4 for $5. They done switched it up on us. They thought they was slick. Changed that 4 for $4 to a 4 for $5, bro.
Man, that's what Subway did back in the days.
Man,
when Subway first kind of
$5 foot long.
When they first dropped the $5 foot long, every foot long, or at least a selection of them, was always $5.
It's like a strong like 60%.
Then they like dropped it. They came back a few months later. It was like monthly single sub meatball marinara for $5.
Oh, niggas are just serving us ground beef and tomato juice for $5 a pop.
I was like, damn, I guess I'm gonna just go pay $7.25 and y'all gonna smile like y'all giving me the same deal.
Damn, yeah, they did that shit hella like on the low. Like one day you just went in, your foot long was $6.48. You was like, wait, what the fuck?
Do you want a cookie? I guess not. No.
You was calling your fucking senator like, hey, did we raise the state taxes? Like, what's going on here? Like,
didn't something happen with that dude Jeff? He got into a scandal. Like, Times got tough.
Are we Republican now? Like, the fuck going on here, man? Like,
Somebody didn't know. They was like, man, Jeff gone. We gotta pay for something.
We got oh shit, I forgot that nigga got caught up in that shit, bro. Oh yeah, that's probably what did it, man. That nigga fucked it up for everybody, bro.
Oh, man. Had to pay more for my
found like a terabyte of child porn on his computer or some dumb shit.
Man, I used to be able to feed my football appetite in high school. Full-on prices went up. I had to quit football, man. I couldn't.
Gotta choose
my life
one.
went in a totally different direction, man.
Bro, Darius might have been playing for the fucking Saints if it wasn't for the foot-long scandal, bro. We gotta do like an ESPN documentary on that shit. Like, one small subway chain.
Once we get the portal guns like Rick and Morty, we'll go check the alternate universes.
Check out the alt universe.
Am I ever a football player?
Hey man, I feel like there's an alt universe where I'm a bomb ass athlete. Like, I felt like in high school,
every black man has to have one. That's always a goal. So like, if the concept of like different permeations of like the universe just being different paths we could have taken, the odds of us becoming a like athlete and like a musician are like really high.
They're pretty much equal, honestly. It was probably like athlete or musician, like
no matter how much I code, there's always gonna be a part of me that like wants to be like a football player or like an artist.
I can still set a mean screen.
Like, could I make that mixtape? Like,
hey, keys be up there, man.
It'd be tough.
Hey, bro, you know I always tell you just do it. Like, I'll never discourage you, bro.
Once I'm done with the code and shit, bro.
Never forget that Ultra Instinct was the song that went up, bro. That's the one song we got together, and that shit go crazy, bro. That shit still feeding the TuneCore account, bro.
Like we said, alternate dimension, man.
Same, bro. We might go plat off that, bro. Don't hold your breath, but it could happen one day. Still going, bro. Favorite anime movie?
Oh shit, yeah, dude.
Hard switch from a hard tangent.
My favorite anime movie is Shit, I'm gonna have to say this movie I saw in the theaters was Summer Your Name.
Bro, you've been telling me about that
it's
for like 2 years
really
now,
good. It's like I'll probably give like another one, but this one's like a romantic drama. Ooh. And so like there's like drama around like there's this like inevitable death that's happening, like a meteor is coming to strike this town. But like the premise of it, the two main characters, they like switch places. And they don't really realize that they're like switching places until like a few days in, and once they start to get the hang of it, they start to communicate with each other.
Switching places like bodies,
like complete, like just switch, like only they're like conscious.
Oh, they're switching consciousness.
Yeah, they're switching consciousness. That's good clarification.
There we go.
So they switch consciousness, and so like they have to start kind of like operating each other's worlds.
That's some high nigga shit.
But
right
it's like
there.
it's a dude and a girl, and they just like build a romantic relationship. But like there's this like you know meteor. That a meteor is coming. Like that's kind of like the irony that the crowd has.
Hey, quick shout out to what's that dude? Totally Not Mark on YouTube. He mentioned that in one of his videos, talking about how like as far as like being a well-written movie, like the fact that like they had that like meteor coming added like such a none
of the characters knew, but
you knew. So you like
you're like, what's about to happen? Who's dying? Like, what's going on?
Regular shit happening, but like because you know there's a meteor coming, every normal shit is like a precious moment that they're taking for granted and shit. Yeah, bro, that sounds hard. I gotta get hip on that.
Yeah,
I really gotta get hip on that.
And then I'll just throw in like an action one too. Like I really fuck with the Naruto movie, Ninja Mission in the Land of Snow.
Oh, the snow one,
bro. Okay. Mainly just because like Rock Lee got this bomb ass fight scene with nunchucks.
No, that's not the snow. That's not the summer one.
Oh man.
See, so okay. Look, when you said snow, I had a lukewarm reaction because I was like, "Ooh, snow is the whack one."
Oh
it's
damn.
The summer one that's banging.
Well, I guess we gotta figure out the name of it then.
No, it's the summer one. I can't remember that shit.
I'll put it
But
I'll put
it's
it in
hard.
the description.
You know, if you watch Naruto, you know that shit. They in the shorts and the summer outfits and shit. That's why I didn't like the winter one because they didn't get cool clothes. Okay. They just got like robes.
Damn, I gotta go back and okay, I gotta figure that shit out.
They sent these niggas to Antarctica with some fucking cloaks, bro. I'm like, I know them niggas' toes is cold, bro. They didn't even give him some ninja boots, bro. Naruto was in 12 inches of snow with his toes out, bro. So I know that's a white man. That nigga blonde hair and blue eyed. So you knew what he on, bro. Toes out in the snow, bro.
Toes out, just no type of thermals, no nothing, bro.
Nothing, bro. 100 shadow clones, all toes out.
That's funny.
I like the one in the hot one because that nunchuck scene is hot. I know exactly what you're talking about.
We're gonna stop calling it. I'm gonna find the name of it. We're gonna put it in the description.
We're gonna put that shit in the description. I really like Akira. I feel like that's like a typical like anime thing to say.
But nah, Akira's great. It's real dramatic. I can always
watch that movie and I love the way it's drawn.
Great art.
I love the fact that it's like I think the timeline is like 2021 that shit happens all. So it's always fun to me that I'm like, we're almost there. Let's see if it happens. Like
we gonna have the motorbikes in this.
Will we crack the human genome in the next 2 days and cause a nuclear fallout? Like, I don't know. It could be raw. Like
it was crazy. I read this really like abstract description talking about how the plot line was. Man, I'm trying to remember it. I'm high as shit. Let me gather my words. Okay, yeah, so I was reading this description, just essentially saying how the main character, this kind of struggle, this power struggle that he was going with, was essentially a parallel to just like hypermasculinity and his inability to like communicate and his inability to like accept these shit.
Like the position that he was in, because Tetsuo was like he had like an inferiority complex.
Yeah, that's big.
And that like played into. I
feel you. Damn.
Like he had this inferiority complex that really just like fucked with his self-image and like himself as a man. So like when he started getting powers, he just started acting like a crazy nigga because he was like, "Oh man, I'm the man now." Like Tetsuo was exactly what happened when like pussy niggas get guns, bro. Like that's like a great like analogy to what happens in that fucking movie. It's like
everyone's like, slow down. Like nothing's like it doesn't have to be like this.
We all like you. We do these things because we enjoy you, and this is how we show you love. And
but
he's
you
like,
just
no!
not listening. You get mad. Just that wall of nigga logic just popping up. Like
nigga logic. Love the episode continuity. But yes, bro, that man Tetsuo. Yeah, I wish we had remember that last episode, bro. Tetsuo was on that nigga logic, bro.
He was on that hard.
He was like, "Fuck what y'all trying to say, bro. I got these psychic powers, bro. Let's get it cracking.
Keep using them. I'm gonna bust all y'all up,
bruh.
And then at the very end, he's like, "Oh wait, no, I'm too far gone. I fucked up. I'm sorry. Oh no!" And then you just dragged everybody along with you.
Right. Caused countless. Yeah, Tetsuo took that out, bro.
No, that was a fire ass movie. I like Ghost in the Shell also.
Man, I'm asleep. I have not seen that shit yet, bro.
I haven't seen the live action movie yet, but the anime one,
Scarlett Johansson, bro. Man, if we have a portal gun, we gotta find a universe where that shit did not happen, bro.
Well, they got it right.
Yeah, bro. Like, I low key, Endgame spoilers. This is a month later. Black Widow deserved to die for the Ghost in the Shell movie, bro. That's why her ass fell off that cliff. Because her actor was involved in some fuck shit and got her killed, bro.
Damn.
Otherwise, we would have lost Hawkeye like we were supposed to. No.
Alternate universes, please.
I'm going to go play an Asian women. That's the thing that killed me, too. You know, some anime characters be, like, a little ambiguous. Like, you know, like Naruto and shit. Like, those, they could be kind of anybody. Like, you know, Sakura could be, like, a white girl with pink hair. Who knows? She got green eyes. But, like... what's the name from Ghost? They
distinctly told you that no, she's
Asian from the Asian continent, just in the future, and they were like, and this white woman,
like they had like Americans up in the whole anime, like there was you
had a nigga
exactly,
it was like race matters. It's kind of like a theme.
We don't want to search too hard.
Make those lips a little bigger.
Hey, Netflix getting it right, man.
They are.
Netflix is getting it right.
Even in Promised Neverland.
Yeah.
The way they draw that black character is really amazing.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Promised Neverland? It's a really dope anime.
Yeah,
that's
really dark.
That's not on Netflix. That's on Crunchyroll. We watching.
That was Crunchyroll. But
you know how we feel. Watch Promise Neverland.
Whatever streaming or torrent service you got.
Whatever torrent service you got, you know we on. But they draw that black character really well, and that's one of the things I appreciate about that show is that I'm like, oh, she looks like a real black person and not Mr. Popo.
Yeah. Felt similar energy to the Canary.
Yeah. Oh my God, Canary is one of the best ones, and it's dope because it's such an old anime too. Yeah. That it's the original Canary design is super raw too. She has orange hair or some face like that. Super raw. Shout out Hunter x Hunter. Top 5. Top 5. If you haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, you gotta do it.
What would you rank as one of your favorite action movies?
Oh man, that's good because I love action movies too. So I gotta go through the Rolodex high key. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, actually.
Oh shit, that was a really good one.
I love that movie, and it
really dramatic.
It's funny. It's a little romantic element, but also all the fights and shit are super raw.
Yeah,
their final little fight is ill, bro. And the banter, A1. I love that. I used to have that shit on DVD back in the days. Showing my age.
Oh yeah,
I used to love a good DVD, bro.
Motherfucking Ip Man, dude.
Ip Man, oh yeah. I thought that falls into the kung fu.
Huh?
We could do a kung fu category.
Okay, if it's not
I think I'm thinking white man action. Strong Anglo-Saxon
that traditional
lead.
U.S.
fucking
we made
transporter.
Mission Impossible.
If it ain't got Jason Statham, I ain't trying to see it, bro.
Transformers.
Transformers was raw. That first one.
That was a great CGI
yes,
action
bro.
continuity.
That was the year they did it too. I remember that year was when that was Iron Man, Transformers. You were whoa.
Transformers did pop out. Marvel had the longer universe that continued, but Transformers was able to pull out.
Was hard.
They was able to pull out a lot of movies.
Yeah, the first 3 was good, man. It went a little left, but I'll watch any of those first 3 if they on.
The dinosaurs popped out after a while. I was like, where'd they come from? They came out and went so quickly, but 3 hours into the movie.
Right. They showed, I saw that shit on the trailer and I knew I wasn't about to go see. It was that nigga riding a T-Rex with a sword. I was like, y'all doing the most, bro. I ain't even seen that toy before. Y'all just making shit up now.
I used to have the Starscream toy. My little ass used to spend honestly 5 or 6 minutes transforming it, and I would do a real dramatic I would get transformed and then continue the journey.
The commercials used to make it so raw because they would fast forward it. You'd be like, oh yeah. When I buy it, I'm gonna do it that quick too, bro.
Nah, but I had one of them like dope ass like the toys that were. Cause you know they had some of the trash ones that was like 2 or 3 folds, but this one was like no, it was like a whole ass jet that had little wheels on it, or the whole figurine and shit.
Starscream had a lot going on.
It was like 7, 8 things I had to switch over. Like sometimes they jammed. That's how I was like
had to grief the motherfuckers
like theme music for a bit longer, like
dramatic high note, let it sit in the air, little beat drop. Nah, you know what movie they did that was hard? The Power Rangers movie that they did like two years ago.
Oh yeah, dude.
That shit was busting, bro.
Yeah, I hope they have another one coming soon.
They hinted at
it. They teased that they did.
They teased it. They teased the Green Ranger, man.
Yeah.
I need to see that Green Ranger.
But that was a really good, like, it was a good movie in itself, but then it was also a good nostalgia movie.
It was a good adaptation of Power Rangers, bro. You know, sometimes we fucking up. Power Rangers was a toy that I had. I used to have all them shits, like the ones where you flip it, the head change.
Hell yeah.
I had like, you remember from the movie where they all had like the wolves and like the hawk and like
the different
and
Zords.
then they like each individual one becomes some shit. Like I had all those individual ones. So like that was the whole thing because it was the same thing. Like when you would try to lock them motherfuckers, like
they just get jammed.
Sometimes they wouldn't lock right.
But the story's still going on.
Megazord got a janky arm, bro. Like, shit just dangling.
We still gonna save the day.
Like nah, he gonna beat him with that shit, bro. Nah, bro. I fuck with Wanted, bro. I've heard people who don't necessarily fuck with Wanted, but I thought that was a really hard action
I felt
movie,
like
bro.
the similar alternative of like Jumper.
Ain't no Jumper was hard, bro.
Yeah.
I fuck with Jumper, bro. That was a ride.
I didn't see
movie.
Wanted. I think they had like a naked scene or some shit.
Yeah, the trailer showed you like the beginning of Angelina Jolie's butt crack.
And so we just didn't see it. And
gotta see this movie.
My mom was like,
Yeah, she had a back tattoo. Your mom was like, the devil's marks.
She looked like she gonna lead you down the wrong path.
It's basically what that movie's about, bro. Like, she just turned this nigga into a gangster real quick, bro. Nigga was working a 9 to 5. And she was like, hey, you know you an assassin?
Oh, Takers was another dope like action drama movie.
Hey,
bro.
yes, that falls into the nigga action movie category for sure.
Takers was really fucking dramatic.
We had a weird obsession with Takers.
Chris Brown, T.I., bro. We used to just watch that movie.
We had a funny ass obsession with Takers, like our freshman year with Takers Jensen. This is what we called our group chat. Bro, but shit, we done wrapped on some raw ass movies, man. I think we gotta bring in the professional.
Hell yeah, man. I'm excited.
It's about that time.
About to go roll us a quick joint, get ready.
We'll be back with our guest, man.
Jon Alexander.
Nina Talks.
Peace.
Where I grew up, fear is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, fear God, not them. I ain't never feared no man. I ain't never showed no weakness either. I done seen drive-bys, man, and home invasions. It's the circle of life. I need to rap with you about something. You remember that card you gave me?
Yeah. Dr. Allen hella dope.
I've been thinking I need to go rap with her.
Talk up, she spotted up plenty. Smoke till I'm ghost on my bench. Die tonight. I just might die tonight.
Damn, cuz, what's up with you? Yeah, man, you in the mirror crying, man. Come on.
Taking my chances.
I don't know how I'm handling this no more.
Listen to me, man. You need a car for real. Yeah, I love you, man, alright?
Love you too, bro.
We back from our smoke break. We got our guest with us.
Hey, what up?
Yes, sir, and the amazing Jon Alexander, local filmmaker and director. Shit, fuck local, my man, national, bro. Big festivals and shit, man. We out here. But you want to tell the people?
Recent award you won?
So it was at the Ben Park Film Festival. It was an official selection. Yeah. So
big trophies.
I was trying to get it, man.
Man. So just, tell the people a little bit about yourself,
All right, so we just like a little background. We just start from there. All right, for sure. So am I looking at the camera and looking at y'all?
You can look at us. Yeah.
All right, bet. So Jon Alexander, filmmaker, director, producer. I produce some stuff also, video-wise. And my background, I found like filmmaking through photography. So I was really into like photography in high school and everything. And I was really into like taking landscape pictures. I love nature, so I was outside taking pictures all the time. So when I was looking for schools, I wanted to go to a school for photography. The school that I found that I went to, they only had a film production program, but there was photography in it. So I just went there, and then I was like, I might as well learn the video side of things too, because they pretty similar. So I did that. And kind of the backtrack before that, like when I was in high school, I was doing music too. So it was around that time where like the digital cameras first started getting video and stuff like that. So I had one. I was like, man, we're gonna shoot music videos.
Hell yeah,
we're gonna shoot all music videos.
The gateway to video production.
We gonna shoot vlogs, man. We just like hooping, got the camera out, playing video games, got the camera out. And we just put them up on like Bebo and MySpace and stuff, like the little flash box.
What a time, bro.
And so I went to school for film production, fell in love with editing, and that's kind of like where it went.
That's hard, man.
That's hella fire.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I love like music. I love like movies and I love visual arts, but I'm just trash at them.
Word.
I always have like a certain respect for like filmmakers and like shit like that, because like I don't even like be understanding that shit. But high key, like working with you and like watching the shit y'all be doing, like when we worked on the high beams joint, like just kind of watch y'all. I started thinking more about it. I was like, oh shit, this shit raw as fuck.
Yeah, where'd the idea for high beams come from, man?
So that idea came from like an urban legend that I thought it was only St. Louis, but apparently like people all across the country have heard of it.
Yeah, saying I heard of that shit in Maryland.
Yeah, so like when I was a kid, my mom used to tell me like, don't flash lights at people with the headlights off, because it was, I think it kind of started as a gang initiation, and then it kind of like just spiraled out of control, and then turned into like an urban legend. Mm-hmm. So like to this day, I still won't like flash somebody. I'm like, what I'm saying?
I won't.
I ain't trying to find out. Right. I was just mind my business. Like, damn, that's crazy.
Be like, my bad, my headlight went out, bro. My bad, I ain't even flash at you, G.
I'm trying to make sure my shit work too. Like, can't both be out here lagging, bro. Like, what if someone flashes both? Who gonna kill them?
Right. So just chill. Let's just go our separate ways, Yeah. So that kind of scared me when I was younger. So I always wanted to drop something on Halloween. I love horror movies. I love Halloween, like all that scary shit. So like a week before Halloween, I put the call out, and we got the crew together, and we just shot it. And I wanted it to be more of a monster than like an urban legend, like initiation kind of thing. So
had your boy climbing on top of the motherfucking Kia, bro.
If y'all seen it, this is a monster right here.
Hell yeah,
that shit was hilarious, bro.
Man. Hey, that was hella fun. We had a good time that night.
It was really smooth too, man. I felt we did have a good time. I feel like that shit just like I don't know. It was great watching it, like Akita was saying. Like I really be trying to like get involved with that shit more. Man. It's hella fun.
Yeah, man. It was a really smooth night. We only had like one hiccup, and that's when the generator wasn't working. We couldn't get the lights up, but other than that, it was smooth. We went and got some Hooters.
Went to Hooters, bro. Man.
Came back and knocked it out. So yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, man.
Think you dropping a sequel?
Horror
movie number 2.
Maybe not a sequel to that, but I definitely want to do another horror movie. And based around an urban legend. I just don't know which one yet. And then I'm writing a short right now that's kind of like a horror movie / thriller, like psychological thriller. So I think that might be my next take on horror, like doing that one. So. Yeah,
bro. Would you do what's that? The Bubblehead? What's that? Is that some St. Louis shit?
That was another one. It was between that or the High Beams when I was like coming up with the concept. So yeah, I definitely do that one. Then when we dropped it, everybody was asking, are you gonna do that one next? So shoot, I might have to do that, man. I might have to hit up my boy Drew, Film Lord. Cause he really dope with it, yo.
Bro, it was so funny not being from St. Louis and like first hearing about that, like the Bubblehead thing.
What is the rumor?
So the rumor is it's like this family that the government tested on or whatever, and whatever happened to them, they got mutated, they got big old heads or something like that. And now, hey, if anybody really saw him, they probably would have started flaming him.
Bro, that's why they be killing people, bro. I just don't understand.
That's probably the reason. But yeah, they were supposedly like an experiment, and then the government like gave them some land like off in a cut deep in North County, and they live over there. That's the urban legend. So, and people like especially in high school, we used to, when we got our cars and shit, and we like got our license, we was driving and everything. We would go to the Bubbleheads because it was like nothing else to do at nighttime in the middle of North County and Florissant, like. And we in high school, like we can't do nothing, so we just out driving around, and we like go up this little hill or this little road and see how close we can get. Some people get up to the gate. Some people like turn around like, nah, I ain't with that. But yeah,
probably just some angry people, bro. Why these kids keep trespassing,
right, bro? It was rumors like if you get up to the gate, they gonna shoot you. It's legal for them to shoot you and all of this shit. I'm like, I went one time. Well, I went a couple times. It was one time when I got up to the gate, and as soon as I did that, I ain't need nothing else. Like that's it for me.
Heart racing fast enough.
Yeah. It's a gate say no trespassing, and it's just pitch black behind it. You can't even see what's on the other side. Yeah, that's all I needed.
That scary shit. I would not be the one. I'll be in the car like a motherfucker. They gonna fake it.
Word.
Come on, y'all! Why all these 3 people came back?
Shit, I be busting the meanest Yui out that driveway. He ain't come back. Told that nigga.
I told him 10 minutes.
Told him, man, we was not playing. I got cursed.
Synchronized watches and everything. Everybody watches.
My shit beeping, so y'all shit must be beeping too.
Right. Told him chirp me when he got to the gate.
Right. Oh man.
So can you tell us more about your most recent project, the Cycle film?
Yeah. So Cycle is one of my most recent shorts. We got a screening we had a screening back in March, real intimate screening. It was like a movie night kind of thing, popcorn, tea, all of that. So we're doing another one on May 17th. That'll be the next one. Yeah, pop out.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, so it came from, so it's crazy. The idea for Cycle originally came from me watching Power. Yeah, I know, the show Power on Showtime.
It's a big rich time.
Yeah. So I was like watching it one day, and I was like analyzing Ghost's character or whatever. I was like, I wonder what happened to like put him on this path to become who he is today. Like something must have happened in his adolescent years, or like, older teen years or whatever, that really impacted him to like take this path. So that's where the idea came from, like show a traumatic thing happen with like this young black kid, and then we kind of see which path he chooses after that, and kind of see who he becomes. So that was where the idea came from. And once I started writing, everything else just kind of fell into place as far as like who to cast, my boy Capshine, music to use, like it's local artists on there, St. Louis artists, music on there. I think it's 3 different artists on there: Fresh and Nova, Mo Dirty, and dang, this person gonna kill me if I'll come.
We
back
gonna put it.
We'll good. In the description, bro.
We got you. We'll plug you in.
I got it. Mike Cole.
Hell yeah. Mike Cole, Southside.
He was like the last addition. He hit me up. He's like, yo, I got this perfect song for you. He sent it to me. I'm like, that's how we're gonna take the film out.
That's
tough.
Dope. That's hard.
Yeah. So
he's good at those kind of things.
Yeah. And he actually performed like some spoken word pieces at the other screening. So he gonna be at this next one too.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it. Yeah, I am.
This shit's gonna be hard, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
So, tell me a bit kind of about your like writing process.
I was just
you
about to
started
ask
off
that.
in photography, so that's not even like writing. So this is something you've adapted over time, huh?
Actually, it's something that's like always been in me. I've always been a storyteller since I was a kid.
I guess music. You did.
Yeah. So I've always been like hella creative, and like ever since I can remember, I have like my Batman toys and shit, and I only have like one Batman, but he fighting 10,000 people.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm seeing all of this in my head.
Batarang hit 50 people, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I used to play with like pen tops, pretend they was rockets and shit. I was just like always like that. And one of my earliest memories of like storytelling, or freshest memories, was in like high school. I made up these 2 characters that I would tell to my brother. I'd tell a story, before we all went to bed and shit. So I made up these 2 characters, and I just freestyled a different episode every night, like of the story. Yeah. So I just like off the top of my head, I'm just telling these crazy stories. So yeah, it just kind of stemmed from that. And like even when I was shooting music videos, like when I first picked up the camera, like they were always kind of like short films, because I wasn't really into like the performances in front of the cars and like whatever it is. Like those had a place. I want to tell a story. So probably like in the past like 2 or 3 years, I really started to hone in on that and like really kind of like write stuff down, because I would always have these like the outline in my head, but let me take it a little bit deeper. Let me add some dialogue to it. You know what I'm saying? Let me add some nuances from the characters to it and everything. So that's where it stemmed from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How do you like start? I be thinking about like, cause we trying to write like a little anime or something.
Word,
we got dreams. We got dreams. So we have a little pilot script. It ain't nothing yet.
Dope.
But like even just starting to write that was like such like a crazy like task. It's probably garbage. Yeah. So like in my head, it's like what's your process for like even just like starting, like organizing it, figuring out like, you know, who your characters are gonna be and how they're gonna interact in these situations. Like you kind of just like know what you want it to look like, or do you kind of like what do you usually kind of do for that?
Yeah, so I guess the story kind of comes to me first. Like it always starts with a situation. Gotcha. And then I build that into a story. So like a situation to come to me, whether it be something that I've gone through or something that I know somebody like close to me has gone through, and it'll kind of stem from that. So I see that situation, I'm like, one of my first thoughts is how would I react to it? And you know, if I liked it, I guess it's weird to say if I like how I would react, but if I like that, then I'll steer the character towards somebody like me. Or if I think it's better for somebody else to react to that, I'll kind of steer the character towards another character. And then after that, just start building a story off of the situation. Like, why did this situation happen? You know, where did it happen? The whole who, what, where, when, why. Just start building that.
The climax.
Yeah, like the turning point. Yeah, and then just kind of like start spreading from there. It's like almost like a tree. You know what I'm saying? You got the trunk coming up, and that's the main story. And then like all the branches are like all the little intricacies that, you know, keep it going. Yeah.
That's hard, bro. We be watching, again, shout out Totally Not Mark. We be watching this YouTube channel, and he be like dissecting like Dragon Ball Z and all these other animes and talking about like how the characters are written and how like the story was made.
Attributes
because he's
of plot
like,
that they character arc and all
he's
that.
this kind of character. Yeah, it's hella hard, bro. He was talking about like Goku and how like Goku's like a flat character, which is why Dragon Ball Z can do all this, that, and the third. It was hard. So we been watching that, and we been like furiously taking notes, like these niggas the super game, bro. Gonna use all his shit when we write our shit, bro.
Hey, that's part of learning, bro. I be on YouTube. Like any chance I get. If I'm not working or I'm not doing nothing, I'm on YouTube. I was just in there on YouTube watching tutorials, looking up reviews on lenses and shit. Like I'm always trying to learn something. I'm always trying to like see how I can take my storytelling to another level, like visually, like different, like creatively. So I'm back there watching tutorials on like editing techniques and stuff like that. And then I'm watching a review on a lens, like a vintage lens that I want to get because I like the way it looks. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm just, you know, absorbing shit. That's I guess that's the point I was trying to get at. Just always absorbing something, you know.
YouTube, I be on that same shit. With music gear and shit. Like I be going on these deep ass rabbit holes. I'm like, this review said it was fire, but then this one didn't. Like, I gotta find a third one. Like,
And then a lot like what you were saying, like the channel that kind of breaks down DBZ. Like I watch channels like that for films and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like especially if I'm obsessed over a film. When I get to the crib, I go straight to YouTube. Let me watch the reviews. Let me watch the theories. Let me watch the 22 things you might have missed. You know what I'm saying? like whatever. I just go crazy and go deep into it and just start breaking down like how did they tell this story? How did they shape this character? Why did I love this character in this story so much? You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's crazy, man. That should be raw as fuck.
Yeah, man. Yeah. People, the ability to kind of like hold and organize like that massive like a construct and like a story with like characters that have like stable arcs and interesting arcs and all man, I'm curious. I'm gonna start reading some books soon. Like we gonna hop up in that shit.
Hey, ain't nothing better than a well-written character.
Man,
like when they do shit, you like, that is something that they would do.
Right,
and when they do
exactly,
something different, you're like, oh, they've grown and changed because of external stimuli. Wow.
I think that is one reason why I gravitate to a lot of different animes too. Because in terms of, I feel like satisfying the need for like action and all that shit, they write the characters in interesting ways too.
Yeah.
As opposed to like a lot of like, I feel like American action movies and stuff.
Right.
Growing up and shit. Oh yeah, I am curious. So how did that partnership between you and Vest come about? And tell us about that.
Oh
That's
yeah,
really cool.
Yeah. That was hella dope. That was really a moment for me. It was really a moment for me, like I guess a boost of confidence, like in that space I was in. Yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah.
I woke up one morning. I was on my way to work, and I got this email or whatever, and it was from like a creative agency. And it was like breaking down like, hey, looked at your Instagram portfolio. We like it. We represent Vest. Can we talk about, doing some work? And at first I'm like, this some bullshit. I don't believe this. Cause like, especially when you get on Instagram and you start using the hashtags and stuff, like certain companies find your posts and they send out automated messages, like especially like sponsorship companies, like, yeah, we love your content and you can sponsor this brand. Like, so I thought it was like one of those things. And I was like, I'm gonna respond. Like, what do I got to lose? So I responded, and it was legit, obviously. And we got on the phone and came to some agreements, and we made it happen.
Yeah, dude,
that's hard.
Yeah, they told me after the contract was up, they finally told me like how they found me. So they were just searching on Instagram for like different St. Louis photographers, and they found me and like 2 or 3 other photographers. And they painted the pictures, like they put all of like our pictures up on this board, like in a meeting or something like that, and then just like broke all the pictures down and chose who they thought would represent best.
That's hard.
So, yeah, it was
critically like analyzed your portfolio. And was like, hey, that's my nigga.
Yeah, so that was like I said, that was a boost for me. That was like my first big freelancing check, like that didn't come from my job or whatever. I was able to buy a camera that I really wanted, which was like the original Blackmagic Pocket. It was this super small camera that creates like dope quality, crazy quality. And I said at the beginning of the year, I was like, I want a camera strictly for video and a camera strictly for photo. I already had my photo camera, which did video, but I wanted something better. And by the end of that year, I had it, and it was just like dope how that all came together.
Damn, that's lit, dude.
Yeah,
that's hard, man.
Did you compose like the story and the idea around the whole project?
Yeah, so St. Louis Made was actually a byproduct of the partnership. So I was really originally hit up by them to take pictures for Instagram, video clips for Instagram, and for social media, Facebook too. And that was going really well. And one of my homies hit up. He's a magician. His name is Lamont McGee. He's pretty dope. He hit me up and he was like, let's do a promotional video with me and with some Vest cans. So we did some videos with like magic tricks with the cans and shit.
Cool.
And it came out dope. And then I pitched it to them, and because it wasn't originally on a schedule or whatever, I pitched it to them. They were like, yeah, this is dope. And I like realized like, yo, I got this platform. I know these cool people like Lamont.
Cool
let me put this together. So I pieced together this PDF with a pitch. It wasn't very thorough. I was just like, I'm gonna just give it a shot. I made it look nice. I had all my visuals together, and I pitched the St. Louis Made docuseries to them, and they loved it, and they gave me the budget I asked for.
That's what's up,
and they gave me creative control, bro.
That's a win. Yeah, that's a big dub, bro.
So like that whole partnership, like it turned me into a monster, bro. I'm like, okay,
only imagine.
I'm like, all right, bro. They fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? I can write my ticket. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
Yeah. So it was real dope. It was real dope.
To switch gears, still related to that, but to switch to almost like a little bit of a marketing tip. Can you talk about kind of how you set up like your Instagram portfolio, your social media portfolio in a way that was like eye-catching for them? Because I'm sure we got some people that's probably watching that's like, oh shit.
Word. So when I was like, when they originally approached me, I wasn't doing anything like aesthetically yet on my Instagram. I guess I just had really good pictures, you know.
Yeah.
so they was messing with it. But like after I started learning a lot more about, just how you present yourself and everything, I I took it a little bit more seriously. So now I do a thing which a lot of people do is like 3 pictures at a time kind of post. I like the way that's laid out. And then also just kind of like look at the colors of like the posts I have coming up, the posts that are before it. Sometimes I like it's little shapes in my feed color wise where if you look closely enough, it's like this corner out here is like brown, goldish, and then in the middle we got like some black and stuff. So I like to kind of just like play around with it like that, and then engage with the stories on Instagram. You know, for me, like I gravitate towards people that are likable, that I feel like I can relate to them. And I, you know, that's especially the case with like celebrities and stuff. You know, people that you can't really reach out and touch. You can, but you know what I'm saying,
right?
So I kind of like just took that and made it a piece of me. Like everybody, even when it comes down to like your friends or like people you associate with, people mess with you because of you. You know what I'm saying? And the same should be applied to your art. You should have your personality in your art, your story in your art, and you know everything like that. So. That's kind of like how I just, piece it together. I try to keep things in 3s, keep the colors on point, and engage on Instagram stories.
Facts. He dropped a gem right there. You should have your story in your art. Nina Talks, bro. We out here, bro.
The commandments.
Bro, we dropping gems, bro.
Hell yeah.
So we wanted to, since you are a filmmaker, we wanted to ask you about some of your personal favorite films in some different categories, and we'll chop it up about them. But you mentioned horror, so let's go. What's your favorite horror movie?
Favorite horror movie? I gotta say right now is It from 2017.
Yeah, that was dope.
Man, I had never seen. I still haven't seen like the original.
Same.
So when this came out, I was interested in it, but I was like, it didn't really like grab me until like the trailers started coming out closer to the film, and I got to see the film.
Yeah. And
I just love it, man, because I really love. So with my storytelling, I really love psychology and the human psyche and trying to understand why people do the things that they do, act the way they act, why they interact with people a certain way. So I feel like that film was really tapping into me in that way, because if you think about the character Pennywise, he's this entity that takes the form of a clown, and in order for him to eat these children, they have to be scared enough for him to eat them. Mm-hmm. So he has to get in their mind and see what scares them the most and then manifest into that. And I think that was just like super dope on the psychology aspect that this clown has to know exactly what you're scared of and how to portray that, what I'm saying? So that's probably my favorite horror film.
That's hard.
Oh, yeah.
You got a favorite horror, D?
Yeah, I don't watch too much horror.
They not a horror movie. He get real talkative during horror movies when he start getting scared, bro. I can't watch
one of those niggas,
He started joking. We was watching what was the one with the nun, bro?
Fucking movie,
we was watching one with the nun, bro.
The nun, yeah.
Not the nun, but the one that it came from. What's that?
The Conjuring.
The Conjuring.
Yeah.
We watching The Conjuring. The man like, man, that nun about ugly as shit. Like, gets a ribbon on the nun. I'm like, bro, you killing the suspense, man. Calm down.
I'm the worst,
defense mechanism.
Literally.
Straight up a defense mechanism, bro. Moment that heart rate go up.
What she look like?
She ugly as hell. Look at her.
Look at her.
Obviously, since I don't watch that many horror movies, my favorite is Babadook.
Hey, that's a good ass horror movie,
I haven't
though.
seen it, man.
Hey,
People
the
keep
Babadook
telling me
is
I gotta
hard.
watch it.
Good,
If you like psychology too,
it's something. It's
a good like.
I might have to just break down and watch it tonight. I keep saying I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, that's a good one. I would suggest it.
It hits the similar tropes where the Babadook's appearance is based on like your acceptance of the Babadook.
Oh, yeah. Word. Oh, okay.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, dope.
Shit. All right, we what's next? Gangster movie.
Gangster movie?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna tell a show in your horror movie?
Oh shit! I totally forgot.
What's your horror?
Mine is Insidious.
Okay.
I really fuck with Insidious. Like I saw it in theaters. And it was like a dope, like I saw it in theaters for the first time, so it was all loud and shit. Like I was scared as fuck.
Yeah, that shit was hella scary,
I was high as hell, bro. Woo.
I watched all the Insidiouses when I was.
Insidious. It's Insidii.
Me, Deja, and my cousins were just like sitting in this like big old hotel room on some random trip that our parents had took us on late at night. It was pitch black.
Damn.
That's the best way to watch them,
bro. There was a motherfucking balloon in the room. I was sleeping on the sofa. I couldn't sleep the whole night.
Damn.
The balloon was kind of red, so it kept kind of too too much.
That little balloon waft.
Right. It's just.
I'm dead.
Let's do Denzel movie.
I was gonna say, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Denzel, we want to do the gangster first or go to Denzel?
Let's do Denzel.
Denzel? Oh, man. I think I'm going to go with, I know it's going to be like so traditional, but I'm going to go with Training Day.
That's facts.
Yeah, that film, that was, I don't know. He just did really well in that film. I love the rawness of it. That's what I think that's what I'm really attracted to is like how raw and like gritty it feels and how they just going through this day and he got this rookie cop and he's still doing his little thing on the side and we don't really know what's going on too much until like the end come around. And he just killed that role and he always get his monologues off and shit.
Always. He always fussing at somebody.
Right? Yeah. So I'm gonna go with that one. And then if I could do like a runner up, I'd say American Gangster.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Shit, I'll do Book of Eli.
Nice.
I fucked with Book of Eli. I just like him walking around playing the blind dude the whole time. Like a little dramatic, but like he did it well.
Yeah.
Like you figured out he was blind and you didn't not believe the movie.
Right.
I was like, okay, like he convinced me that he successfully convinced me that he a blind dude. Like
had a little bit of like an almost anime, blind
blind
samurai kind of
I think
feel.
that's why it fits into my
like,
favorites too, because it was like Denzel on almost some like alternate universe anime.
Yeah, that's true.
Some Black Mirror type shit.
Yeah, bro. Some dystopian blind black samurai. Mila Kunis in the toe.
Shit, I would do on the other like lane of Denzel, I would do like a John Q or some shit.
Okay.
John Q. Hey, fun fact, that's the first movie that made me cry.
Bro, like
that movie was
sad as fuck.
That movie was crazy,
and
bro.
it just hit you, bro. Like you know that they're struggling for a little bit, but you don't know what's about to hit you at the baseball,
bruh.
You just don't know what's about to happen until it happened.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, that shit is heavy. It definitely
that shit
is.
Is heavy as hell.
Yeah,
it's a heavy ass movie. I think my number one is Inside Man. I fuck with Inside. I think it's a really dope, just like heist movie.
Yeah.
And I think like Denzel and what's that nigga? Owen Cruz, some shit. That British nigga. They're like low key a dope like pair of like cop and thief, and then like the reason why they stealing it, and like the whole plot in and of itself, like we stealing the bank, nigga. Like that shit hard. Like that was the ultimate loop. Like y'all not gonna find me, and they doing all this wild shit, and they just right in the bank. Chilling the whole
time.
He's
really good at acting in those like throw you for a loop movies.
Yeah,
he's really good at playing a convincing like person that like, oh, I know some shit about to happen, be revealed later on in the movie. So I'm gonna act that way until the beginning. From the beginning. Like,
I'm expecting the unexpected, shit like that, bro. And then my number two gotta be American Gangster because that shit is that's an A1 movie,
shit
bro.
Is classic.
Nigga pop that boy in the street.
Man.
Bruh, that's my favorite scene, bro. I could watch that shit.
Bruh.
Like,
then sat down, bro. This is all the king of like killing somebody and sitting down and be like, you want some tea, nigga? Like,
you gonna kill me in front of all these people?
He sit down like nothing ever happened. Like,
man,
everybody watching, like, didn't even try to shake.
Okay, we see we see what the move is.
Right.
Like, dude.
How you killing nigga need breakfast, bro? That's not like a gangster meal. Like
and bro wanted to go straight to the source too, bro. He's like, fly me out there.
Right. Nigga was out in Vietnam, bro. For some coke.
Damn.
Crazy. What's the next one we got? Shit. We got some good ones on here.
Yeah,
man.
we had indie, gangster, or Disney. What do you think we should finish?
Shit. I feel like, oh man. We should do indie. I feel like John have a good indie movie.
I think we could do an good indie selection.
Bad indie. I'm gonna go with this film name. It's called Unsane, and it's a psychological thriller, and it's all shot on iPhone. I didn't even know that until after I saw it. And it's basically about this woman who has this stalker, and she kind of like relocates cities to get away from him, and she ends up in a mental institution, getting checked into a mental institution, and she's like basically trying to get out of there. So it's kind of like what the plot is about without giving away too much.
Okay.
But yeah, I really enjoyed like the storytelling, the pacing, and the way it was shot. Like not even knowing it was shot on the iPhone. It was really dope. It was a really dope experience. So,
That's what's up. Yeah. I've never heard of that, but I got to peep.
Yeah, it was dope.
Mine would be Grand Budapest Hotel. I saw it down at the Tivoli. And I'm not even gonna try to like recite like what the plot line was. Like I saw it like a long time ago. I was with some of my Wall Street friends.
Yeah.
And I was high as a kite. But it was one of the most like well shot, like each of the scenes, like it was really dramatic. Yeah, Grand Budapest Hotel. I'd say go check it out. Like it's a real. I was high as shit, so I probably should go watch it again, bro. But I really enjoy watching.
Like, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but that shit was hard. Like
that shit was fire, bro. I remember leaving that shit. Like
things, though.
I would have never watched that movie in my life, but I'm happy I did. Like that's literally how I left that.
Yeah. Hey, those be the best movies. Like
sleepers.
Yeah. Like
Sleeper
damn, I didn't think it was gonna be that good. Feel kind of hoodwinked right now. I've been bamboozled into a good time.
Right. Y'all finessed me into enjoyment. The fuck? Like, I think mine would be It Follows.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
That was a really fun.
I was thinking of doing that one for like the horror.
Yeah, that's such a good movie.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That shit's hard. Basically, if you haven't seen it, it's basically like, this like it's like a monster, but it just like looks like different people, just like random people, and like it just comes to kill you, and then like it goes down the line and it gets passed on to like whoever you have sex with. So if you go fuck somebody, it goes to them, and then when it kills them, it comes back to you and like goes further down the line, and like no one knows where it came from. You don't know when it's gonna get you. It just like shows up somewhere looking like somebody and just starts walking towards you, and like nothing like dramatic happens, but
just that plot alone is just fucking crazy,
bruh. Like it's just
that's a hell of a twist to put on the plot. Like
yeah,
it's a sexually transmitted demon.
Yeah, bro. And like the way it like it's like people like set up like people like, hey, I'm sorry I gotta do this shit to you, but like
I'm out of here. Hey, that's a whole different spin on the one night stand.
That's how that shit started with the dude who was just like, hey, like I'm sorry, I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know, but like this is on you now.
Right.
I don't want you to, because I want you to live, because like
the longer you live, the longer I live.
I want to forget about this.
Right.
And talking about suspense,
Damn.
we was talking about how movies and shows and shit build suspense in like regular moments. That shit built so much suspense in like regular ass moments with the way it would just have something that's like you just see them like walking from the background behind them and they just having a regular conversation. He like, bro, turn the fuck around, turn the fuck around, turn the fuck around.
Yeah, like the scene when I think it was like towards the end when she was walking away and I guess they didn't believe her and like the girl was in the chair and her hair got pulled up.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Bro. And they were like,
they like, what's going on right now?
Like, damn.
But yeah, that was a hell of a movie.
That was a hard ass movie. So
finished off with album of the week.
Yes sir.
Yeah. So every episode we do an album of the week where you can just pick any album and just pick any album that you think the viewers should listen to. Yeah, man.
All right, for sure. I got two of them because this past like week has been like a duality kind of week. So so one is Section 80, Kendrick Lamar.
Okay. You know, classics.
Yeah, I forgot what even like made me start listening to it, but I just put it on. And I like probably like 2 or 3 days straight. I was just like jamming that and just like kind of because that was such a cool time. Like when that album came out, you know what I'm saying? Just like it was different, bro. It was a really good time. So I like to listen to that. Just a kind of like a motivation kind of thing, lift me up, lift my spirits up. And the other is on the ratchet end is the Wizard, Future.
Yeah,
so, Future. Let me tell you why I like Future, because people always ask me why.
Hey, we Future hop over here, bro.
Man, crazy. I like Future's music because to me it's like hella motivational, and I know like there are 1,000 stories like his, you know, coming about the hood, and you know now you're in a new spot, but to add on to that is just his emotion and like the sound that's in the music. Like it's just one of those things where he can capture you with the story or just the sound. You don't even need to know what's going on. Like,
the energy tell the story.
Yeah, like
literally.
I saw somebody tweet like I don't know why people like March Madness so much. Like it's overrated. I'm like, what? when that come on, I feel like my spirit just lift up. I feel like I'm levitating.
Elevate, bro.
I be telling niggas, I'm pretty sure the reason me and Darius are best friends is because he's the one who played that shit for me. Like,
Man.
Like the friendship was like solidified, like this shit permanent, bro. Like I got in the
Valuable.
car, bro. Not even like valuable, just like in the cosmos, like with the wavelengths.
The energy
and shit,
just
bro.
shift.
Yeah, it was
come
like
on.
this song so timeless. It was like,
Man.
bro, this nigga put me on this shit. Like
Bruh,
it's gotta
I
be
done
my
had-
nigga. Like
I done had triumphant moments to that song. Like I done did some
Spectral.
dope shit, and I played it out of celebration. I done had some times where I'm down and I done cried to that motherfucker.
Bruh.
Like
Stood up
how many
over it,
songs?
bruh.
Yeah, how many songs can give you both of those feelings?
shit
Like,
covers the whole emotional
Yeah.
range, bro.
I done spent hours. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but I spent a lot of time like sitting in my car just smoking, listening to March Madness, like on repeat, bro.
Yeah,
like
Every
I
now
throw it
and then
on
I play
repeat.
like the whole tape, bro. But for the most part, it's just March Madness, right?
Bruh. And could you imagine if that shit dropped when streaming was hot, bro?
Bruh. Oh, I saw him performing in concert when he went on the 56 Nights
Oh,
tour.
yeah.
man.
Oh,
It was
my
this spot
God.
downtown. It was called Harry's. It ain't even there no more. And it was like this spot on top of a building. It was like a big ass patio.
Oh, that sounds lit.
But it was kind of intimate too, and that shit was packed the fuck out.
That's
And it
hard.
wasn't no drama. I think it was some drama like afterwards, everybody left. But it wasn't no drama like during that show. And then everybody was just rocking out, jamming, got the phones out, just capturing everything. He performed the whole 56 nights.
That's hard.
He went to March Madness. It went crazy, bruh. Yeah.
That's tough.
So
Sounds amazing.
yeah, those are my two spots, Kendrick and Future.
Facts.
I will do Fly Times Volume 1,
Oh,
The
you
Good
stole
Fly
mine.
Times.
That
Oh, I
shit
took your shit,
hard.
bro.
Yeah,
That
it's all
Wiz
good.
shit.
I got back. It's been a busy music
Oh
weekend.
man, yeah.
That
Wiz
shit was-
Khalifa, we're seeing that he is now on the upward tick of the sine wave, man. Like
He back.
We're getting back to the Wiz that we loved and we fell in love with.
Yeah, he back in his bag.
And he was
Yeah.
spitting with Chevy Woods, like he
The
was,
whole gang,
the
low
whole
key.
gang, man. He got Taylor Gang out there, and he just got on his like chill beats and he talked about shit, bro. And that's what Wiz need to do, bro. Just get
Yeah.
high and talk your shit, man.
Yep.
Bruh. That album has some of the best shit talking I think I've like really ever heard, bro. When he was like,
Hey, man, ain't
they
nothing like some
say,
good shit talking.
they say time is money, but that don't make sense. Cause I got a whole lot of money, but I ain't got a lot of time. But I was like,
I'ma
damn,
change
bro,
that.
I'ma change that shit. I was like, bro, this is just too cold,
I'ma
bro.
change that
Like, say
shit.
that shit, man. Like, come on, man. This is fucking untouchable.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited because I know he making. I actually want to read up on it, but I know he making all the moves with all this weed shit going on too.
Dog.
I'm really curious to just see how much of a bag he getting off all that other shit.
Bro, Khalifa Kush, man. Like, I'm
Man.
trying to get a strain, bro.
Man,
That's a
Yeah,
bag.
that shit would be lit.
Imagine being able to just pay yourself. Bro, like, oh, no, this shit just go right back into
Yeah,
my pockets.
right.
Portion of it. Shit, mine, I'm gonna say Crash Talk. I listened to a lot of like random shit this week, but I really actually fucked with Crash Talk. I know like
Right.
I've heard like a lot of people, I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard
I
some
fucked
people
with
say
Crash
they like
Talk.
felt like it was kind of watered down. I've heard some people say it was like super raw. I feel like it was super raw. I felt like it was Q doing like more of like a fun album, like
high energy type
yeah, like his other shit is like real gritty and real gangster. And that's
Yeah.
hard, like, and we fuck with that. And I love that. But like I also enjoyed like being able to see Q just kind of like turn up and like rap on some like good time shit, kind of like throughout the album. And he still be talking his like gang shit too. Like, so I fuck with that tape.
Dope. I haven't heard it yet. I gotta check it out.
It's hard. I think the only wax song on there is
It's
Chopsticks.
Chopsticks,
Like
yeah.
Word.
And I think it starts the album off. I mean, it doesn't start the album off, but it's early up there.
it comes in a good place. He's like 3 good songs, and then Chopsticks, you're like, ugh. And then like the rest of the tape, you're like, hey.
Yeah, Crash Talk is fire though. Schoolboy still heat.
Still hot, bro. Like, and I love the art too. I think the art for that is so like interesting. I'm just looking at it right now. Like, it's so like with the duffel bag of money over his head. Like, that shit's hard, bro. I don't know who drew that shit, but shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Well, man, we're excited to have you, man. Thanks
been
for
a
coming
dope-ass
out.
episode.
Appreciate y'all having me, man. This is dope. I enjoyed myself.
Want to
Yeah,
give
man.
some last social media shout outs?
Yeah, you just follow me on Instagram at Chill Season, all one word, no spaces, nothing like that. That's my handle on Twitter too, and I don't really be on Twitter that much.
Bro.
But yeah. And then my website, chillseason.me, chillseason.me.
See all the
Yeah,
video
give me
work
a-
and shit, huh?
We just scrolling through that shit before this, just looking at all the glory, bro.
Excited to see what's up
Appreciate
next.
it.
Really.
Hell
Appreciate
yeah,
it,
bro.
Appreciate it.
Yup. And then you can catch us, Nina Productions. You know, follow us on Twitter, Instagram. It's Nina Productions STL on Instagram.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
Yes, subscribe to the Patreon. Oh, I learned this the other day listening to this other podcast. Because we have our shit is 18 plus on Patreon. You can't like search us because we're like adult content. Because we talk about drugs.
Wow.
Whatever. But like,
wow.
So if you're looking for us on Patreon, just go to the link www.patreon.com/Nina Productions. We are the only one. Join us a Patreon. We got hella dope material. We just started doing the Must See anime series.
Yeah.
Brought that back. So we'll be giving y'all probably like every week or so, just like new dope anime that y'all should pop into and check. I think we just did one for Demon Killer. A few weeks ago.
A new series.
And there'll probably be a few more up by the time this drops. But you know, we got a lot of dope shit coming. Working on merch. Another Gas and Goku. So you know.
The return. Summertime is hot.
Yeah, man.
Peace.
But yeah, adios.